Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Breakdown, and we are live here in college football. We are at Kansas State Bill Snyder Family Stadium for a battle of unbeatens as the Oklahoma State Cowboys, the sixth team in the nation, takes on the number 3 team, the Kansas State Wildcats. In a battle of unbeatens here late in the season. Now, if you're just joining us, the Chiefs are 0-2 in preseason. They lost by 1 point to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I get it's just preseason, but Patrick Mahomes has not played for the Chiefs. Also, today, Keelan Russell beat out Austin Mack to be named the official starter of the Alabama Crimson Tide, as the Tide will take on East Carolina on September 5th. All right, and we are indeed live here as Oklahoma State's going to get the ball first against Kansas State. Big shout out to Primetime. Big shout out to everyone watching around the world. Now, hopefully, you guys join us.
And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200+ yards.
And we are indeed live here.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got it in the middle, it's Thornton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down.
And so Kansas State being coached by Colin Klein.
Second and short. Going to the ground. At the 45 on its way. Finding some room. The 20.
And Angler going to score here. Oklahoma State going to draw first blood. And there you see Ohio State beat Wisconsin 44-0. And these two teams are 9-0 here late in the season. Quincy Angier running angry indeed. I mean, just look at that. He just ran over number 22 of the Wildcat defense.
Getting ready for the extra point.
And so now it'll be Kansas State ball here at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Now, going back to Keelan Russell being named the starting quarterback, here's why that's such big news. Austin Mack was recruited out of high school by Kalen DeBoer, played for DeBoer at Washington, knows DeBoer's system inside out, couldn't beat out Ty Simpson, and apparently could not beat out Keelan Russell in training camp. And here's what's big about Keelan Russell, his arm strength and his speed. He's drawing a lot of comparisons to Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa. I can't pronounce his name. Tua Tagovailoa. That's, again, butchering Tagovailoa's name. But I want to see what Keelan Russell can do. He's a sophomore. He was the Gatorade National Player of the Year last year. Well, sorry, the year before last. He was the number 1 recruited quarterback coming out of high school. And now it's going to be a battle of running backs as Kansas State getting the blocking by the offensive line. I mean, just beautiful blocking there by Kansas State.
The entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And another running play here. Second and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line.
Now, I know a lot of you guys have been wondering when I'm going to be doing JBCW again. And that's going to be probably here in a couple of weeks. I've just been too busy and too tired to really do my wrestling show.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of
And so now Kansas State moving first and 10.
Now on the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it.
And Kansas State here, Oklahoma State, trying to make it to the college football playoffs here.
Good positions in their conference, but Jesse, after today, there can only be 1-1.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best.
And Kansas State moving at will here. They've been able to manipulate the Oklahoma State defense.
By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Under pressure
And second and 17.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job.
And so now here we go, second and 17 now.
Getting him on the ground.
Gives it. And he stopped right there.
Third and 18.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And here's a fumble way behind.
And it's going to be picked off.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nolan Woods there. Way to be Johnny on the spot there for Oklahoma State.
Wants to throw one first. Fires to the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Cowboys, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
And so now Oklahoma State going to try and do what Kansas State did.
It'll be a gain
They
of
don't
6.
quite get the first down.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4.
And so now here we go.
They'll run it. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
And so Brad Dorman
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Incomplete.
wanted to hit his tight end there.
No one that time.
Devontae Simmons with the deflection for Kansas State.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had it right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal.
And so OSU kicks the field goal,
He's gonna hit a string right in the middle of the uprights
taking a
there.
10-0 lead.
And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I have a feeling that these two teams will be in the conference title game
What kind of
if
field
OSU
position
doesn't
can
win the
he
conference title outright.
return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop.
And a lot of people think that Georgia or Ole Miss is the favorite to win the SEC, but don't count out Lane Kiffin and the LSU Tigers. The Bayou Bengals could be in the mix.
Using his feet.
And now quarterback sneak. Oh, he had an open lane. Miles Pete, the dual threat quarterback, the sophomore, I think he made a mistake there. He had a wide open lane to where he could have run it all the way down for a touchdown. There was no one there that was going to stop him, but Kansas State making a mistake.
That's really good. So he's a
1st and 10.
used throughout the football game.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a
And
decision.
Kansas State using a lot of hurry up, a lot of run past option plays here. And again, Pete making the decision to get out of bounds.
Pick up on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pulls it again on the option.
3rd and 7.
Behind the line, he'll lose a yard. 3rd and long coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. RPO complete. Knocks him down a couple of yards short.
And a 4th and 2.
This free safety showing those tackling skills
And so Kansas State going to go 3 and out.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He's got great speed.
And OSU going to be at the 43-yard line.
Good field position. position here as they start this drive from their 43. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw.
Oh, and a good hit by Kansas. Carmelo Radigan, the tight end for OSU, drops the ball.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete.
And they go back to him.
Immediately short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
3rd and 5.
Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they
and Quincy Anger trying to make a Heisman push here for OSU.
And Oklahoma State has the lead here. As we get a look at
and there you see the statistics there for both teams. Kansas State's dominating in the time of possession, the TOP, but it's done them no favors. An early turnover and a couple sacks by OSU's defense have them out front 10-0 as we begin the second quarter. And so now here we go, Kansas State and Oklahoma State.
Fresh center downs going to the air, looking to the big tight end, working the middle, ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And now here we go.
And the Cowboys are flying down the field. Hauls it in.
And Thornton's going to get in.
And house it. Touchdown, Cowboys! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that.
And now OSU has a 17 lead here. Jabari Thornton, who was in the Heisman question last year.
So he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to.
And so now OSU taking a commanding 17-0 lead here. Glad to have each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, watching around the world.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
All right, so we're going to come out here with a little dime defense here.
Over on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse.
And
they got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse. But
now Kansas State trying to come back with that option.
I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And they try the jet sweep. Not doing very well here.
Facing 3rd and long from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Good call.
And Kansas State gets a much-needed first down.
At the 38.
And Pete's been 8 for 8 here. He's outperforming Brad Dorman, even though OSU has the lead here. Oh, and what a hit. Good God.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Back to pass on 2nd down.
And Kansas State going to throw it away.
And avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away. But you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's
now 3rd and 12.
Country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble. And who knows?
And 4th and 11.
What could have happened for the offense?
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
And Kansas State another 3 and out.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Hand it to the back. That play won't make.
And Anger almost to 100 yards here.
He works his way to the 39.
Quincy Anger is ranked 4th in the nation right now in rushing. He's trying to make an impression here on the Heisman Trophy Committee.
There he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. He got loose.
And OSU, again, a dominant offensive line play and dominant rushing.
Man, they can hurt you in so many different
156 yards for Angier today.
They can put drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great
And now the number 3 team in the nation, Kansas State, at home, looking like they're about to lose.
Right down the middle. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have.
All right, so let's see what happens here if we do this. Another 3 and out by Kansas State. And again, Kansas State dominating in the time of possession.
We have some time here late in the half.
I think Miami could potentially win the ACC this year.
Got the first
And now
down.
Angier getting a hole here.
Flying down the left side. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and 19 on the season.
And now 231 yards here.
Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This
And Kansas State has just had no answer for this OSU rushing attack.
I know he thinks he can house.
They're getting
every
dominated
return,
in all
but
3
sometimes you just
phases
have to
here.
Take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
And now Micaiah Pete, the quarterback for Kansas State. He's going to try the option play, but he gets hit by Manu Sr.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell.
And Manu Sr., that's his 3rd tackle of the day, his first sack of the season. The junior,
Nowhere to go.
he's had 3 solo tackles and 2 tackles for a loss, and that's going to be the 2-minute warning here before we reach halftime.
Could these guys use a score to cut into this lead? These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. On target. Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the
And Kansas
39-yard
State,
line, and they'll move the chains. Kansas State
this offense showing some life here.
That would be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that
pressure is on the way.
And another sack there.
And down he goes at the 30.
Hey man, it's fun to watch a defense.
And Josh Sabari, the sophomore, getting through.
That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist
And now Pete
A lot of room to the right. Now the
finally
Lions
showing
have to
off
call a
those
timeout
legs there.
And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum.
And for only the 2nd time today, Kansas State is in OSU
Keeps it looking
territory here.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Just had to get rid of it.
And 3rd and 9, almost another interception here.
Last week he was unbelievable. This week even better. This dude is absolutely on fire in this zone.
And this OSU defense bringing the heat here against Kansas State.
When he wants, how he wants.
And Pete going to go down again. That's the 5th sack
Just behind the midfield stripe.
as James Vega, another sophomore, getting through to hit home on the Kansas State quarterback. 4th and 17 with 30 seconds to go here before halftime. Kansas State going to punt it away here. They're not going to give the returner very much option, and they're going to pin OSU at the 5.
At the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Soft spot in the middle. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before continues to fight for yards. Good game there.
Now 249 yards there.
Attacks before the half. Timeout taken.
Trying to get into field goal range with 12 seconds here.
And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Complete to the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Oh, he wants it all. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really hard.
And so now here we go.
And just missed a little.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it along the sideline. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
That was a touchdown.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half.
And so now Kansas State going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter here, as they're down 31-0.
His own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found.
And Kansas State just getting absolutely blown out here.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Unloads it left. It's incomplete.
And Thornton just could not hold on.
Very often from this guy, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got enough for the 1st down. He stopped, but he's got.
And Willett gonna go down. Willett's one of the offensive guards there.
The 48-yard line on 1st and 10. On play action, right down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Thornton. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you...
And Thornton getting wide open.
Every time we speak to defense,
and now OSU is up 37-0.
Always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover them in the back end. But they're never
also, big shout out to Frostbite as my Braves lost to the Brewers today.
That was his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he makes the extra point.
Let's go ahead and
Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He'll move it ahead.
And Anger almost to 300 yards here. 9 rushes, 266 yards here.
Down at 2nd and 6. Right back to it. And he's brought down after
He gained a yard.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit.
And Kansas State's defense is finally coming through.
Man, they've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And so now here we go once again.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Oh, he hurdled him.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 8-yard pickup on 1st down.
Will Quincy get to 300 yards? Let's find out.
They'll run him again. Breaks the tackle.
Oh, beautiful stiff arm.
Down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll leave it with the lone back. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
And
they'll stop it.
Quentin Elkins broke his collarbone, the safety.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the ground. And he takes it.
And that's his 4th touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has showed you a little bit of everything.
And Quincy Angers at 288 yards, approaching 300. He could potentially get 400 yards here. as Kansas State getting shut out here as we head to the fourth and final quarter of this ball game.
They'll run it. Here's some daylight. Running through contact. He'll get it up to about the
And 300 yards now.
He stopped and it'll be first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He's got the first down. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And so now
First and 10 from the 48. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it. They got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Brad Jewell there.
Last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Him and Jabari Thornton having the two dynamic duos here. 3rd and 7, loss of yards.
Stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They already have a comfortable lead up by.
And so now here we go.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down. See some running room.
And Anger gonna get the first down. He's at 326 here.
And the Cowboys back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Inside the 25. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5.
And so we're going to call a timeout here.
They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this fight.
And Anger's at 356.
Cowboys trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down.
He couldn't quite get in here.
Closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he surges across the line. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable and win.
And Oklahoma State now leads 52-0 here. Their highest scoring game of the season.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offense.
Putting the playoff committee on notice, saying, hey, you know, don't forget about us. And again, Kansas State has not been able to get that offensive going.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve
367.
And he'll find enough running room
as we head to the 2-minute warning. And what a complete dominating performance here by OSU over Kansas State.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They give it back to him. Got the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense.
386.
Running game got it done on the last play.
Angier.
The give. Hit and
going to be stopped at the line. What's up, Charlie? She's all glad to have you on, man. Long time no see. Tired, man. It's been a long day.
Found a little crease and turned that into
hope you're well. Hope you're still watching Raw. JBW will be back here in the coming month. I've been on hiatus with it.
To the back. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
And now 4th and 3 now.
Come to the line to convert on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense. great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to
nice. And by the way, guys, click like and sub to Charlie Sees All. Check out his YouTube channel.
The goal was to win the game.
And Quincy Anger may have set the college football world here on fire as OSU takes down number 3 here on the road as they move to 10-0.
That I want to come true, so I can't take it.
And if you guys like what I'm doing, hit that like button, hit that bell notification. Also, by the way, guys, click like and sub to Miota1 on Twitch and YouTube. Check out his YouTube channel as well. Show him some love. And so, did we make enough buzz here to make it, to put the playoff committee on notice? And Quincy Anger has set the Oklahoma State single game rushing record. Also, by the way, guys, click like and sub to Charlie Sees All. Did we do enough? So let's see here. Who's in the Heisman watch right now? So Femi Strong, the quarterback out of Michigan. Cesar Melendez, the wide receiver out of Stanford. Shaq Barber's the quarterback out of Ole Miss, and then Cornell Sampson, the wide receiver out of Miami, is your 2030 Heisman Trophy candidates. That may change after the game that Quincy Anger just had, almost rushing for 400 yards against unbeaten Kansas State. I mean, Kansas State just absolutely got destroyed offensively, defensively, and special teams. And Quincy Anger carried for 25 carries, 393 yards, and 15 yards per carry against Kansas State at Kansas State. I mean, my God, rushing for almost 400 yards in a single game? Good God. And Quincy Anger is also the National Offensive Player of the Week. And again, big shout out to Charlie Sees All, Primetime Sean Sanders, Frostbite. And so Utah comes to town. We'll see if... And again, oh, y'all suck. The Heisman Trophy Committee not even acknowledging Quincy at all as Tulane's quarterback, Tyler Emery, pops in. Femi Strong goes down and Shaq Barber rises. That is just bourgeois. Okay, that just makes me want to just absolutely destroy Utah now. Real quick. As we'll be at home here for this game as OSU looks to defend their home turf and move to 11-0 for the first time in school history.
Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium.
And man, it's been a heat wave here. The high was 109 yesterday.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
And this could be a trap game here.
Bunch formation for these receivers.
And Oklahoma's moved up 2 spots to number 4 now.
Wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide left, it's awesome.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this.
All right, I think we're going to beat Utah. Yep.
Right. Solo. Hey. Here we go. Ready. Go. Back to the ground game on the left.
And Anger.
Enough to move the chains. Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown.
Getting a touchdown right off the bat. And Quincy Anger running angry, mad at the Heisman Trophy Committee for not even acknowledging his almost historic feat that he did against Kansas State.
That's his 20th rushing touchdown. touchdown on the season.
And so now Utah's going to get the ball back here against Oklahoma State.
Bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before.
And let me know, ladies and gentlemen, where you think Alabama's going to end up here.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back.
And Quincy Anger getting that angle again.
The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And Quincy Anger doing it all here. He's already rushed for 118 yards here.
They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field.
And building another impressive rushing attack here. Now, Utah's 5-5. They're trying to get bowl eligible, but we shall see.
Oklahoma State
They've dominated the time of possession. Oklahoma's scored.
Have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead.
And again now,
Might have a chance.
Quincy gets out of bounds, 136 yards now.
That one in this offense within striking distance. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Turns it upfield. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
And so Oklahoma State leading 14-7.
We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
And 6 plays, 6 passing yards. Normally Oklahoma State has more passing yards than 6, but
here in the second quarter.
We're really trying to make a statement and try to help Quincy get the Heisman here.
Give to the single back. He makes the tackle at the 23.
141 yards.
And enough for the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of.
All right, Charlie, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, again, click like and sub to Charlie sees all. Hit that like button on his YouTube channel.
They had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them.
3rd and goal, and Utah making a goal line stand here.
Trying to get my guy open.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal.
And he got in.
And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early.
And so Oklahoma up 21-7 now.
On their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And Utah may be heading to a 5-6 record here.
Will be dragged down. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field.
And so now here we go, Dorman.
This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what
And
they wanted.
and Anger again.
Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have
1st and 10.
everybody right now on the same page.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Left side.
And Jabari Thornton
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but
getting open again.
15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The play fake. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection.
And Thornton got it again.
But the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense set of downs. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they add 6 more to the board.
And in Angier now, closing in on 200 yards rushing here.
The blockers, the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires...
It only took OSU 54 seconds to score here. They're really up-tempoing their offense here. The offensive line's getting a good push against the defensive line of Utah. I'll never forget being an Alabama fan that Utah actually destroyed Alabama in one of the bowl games early on in Saban's career.
Get something going here late in the half. Keeps it looking for the
Quarterback keeper there.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be
Kyle Shields with the tackle. 3-yard rush by Juan Mohammed. And so now OSU, 1st and 10.
keeps it on the ground. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that.
For 184 yards now.
Couple at 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. He's there to make the stop.
And Utah's starting to make.
They'll have one left. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. They'll run it. Fights off a defender. Crosses the 30.
And OSU.
Pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And 205 now.
2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The handoff.
And now Angier.
Midfield. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, and Thornton got tattooed.
They just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up.
And now, here we go now.
Now they have a decision to make.
I am not going to go for the field goal. Instead, I'm going to try and get the 1st down here with Angier. I trust my running back over my kicker.
I think it's decision time for this offense, and this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Knocked
Ooh.
down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's having a good day, but they finally get to him on that.
Utah finally came through to stop Quincy there.
With 2nd and 11. A shot toward the end zone. Got there.
Oh, he had it and.
It loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will.
All right, 38 yards is a more manageable goal.
Try for 3. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights.
And so OSU takes a 31-7 lead here. Glad to have each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, watch around the world. And so OSU is going to have the ball to kick off the 2nd half here. And so now Angier bouncing off.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way.
255. He's almost back up to 300 yards here.
Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Just feeds the running back. Across the 45. Still running at the 40. Could be an out.
And Angier.
He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys.
at 3:22.
He scores for the 5th time in this game. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the...
And Utah's just had no answer here.
Offense making its way onto the field.
Will Quincy reach 400 yards here? That's the question.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Defense in the right spot.
325.
After a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first.
I don't think I've ever seen a running back run for 400 yards in a single game.
To the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he...
I don't even think the great Walter Payton did it in his college days or in his professional career either.
30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, and Thornton had it. He lost it.
Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could.
Thornton's just not had a very good day here. Utah's been very physical.
On 4th down. Needs it. Uh-oh, look out. Crosses the 45. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could...
And 3:49 here.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
And now the backup, number 18, is going to get
Really nice
some work in.
to the 36, it'll be 1st down.
And Quincy back in here.
Quickly down the field. Keeps it on the ground. Got some green grass. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line. And
364.
on 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go back to him on 1st
There we
down.
go.
Gets it inside the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. And he
382.
has him set up. The Cowboys trying to get
Gonna take a timeout here.
goal. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal.
And Anger gets in.
He's in. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboy. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And so now here with 1 quarter left to go, can Quincy make it to 400 yards?
You move on to the next game. Start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And Utah's not going to come back here. They get absolutely destroyed.
The offense comes out to start the next drive.
45-7. Oh, but they score.
Oklahoma State sends out the
Utah trying to make it respectable here.
There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop?
And Angier has hit 405.
And if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing.
And Quincy got tattooed.
Right back to the well. He's past the marker. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Pass rush.
And sack. Rico Shorter got in there.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Sells to fake. Throws to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They'll run it. At the 20, he's got space. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal.
And Quincy gets in again.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they take it in for 6 more points. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable
473 rushing yards.
11-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been.
Man, if he hits 500,
at a higher level,
you should just give him the Heisman.
Keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And Utah going to start their drive at their own 15, but they're going to score also.
This is what you're looking for when you
to make it a 52-21.
Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
But Quincy Angier rushing for 438 yards, 30 rushing attempts, 7 touchdowns, putting the Heisman committee on notice.
It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job.
And OSU, Oklahoma State, moves to 11-0 here.
Recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it shows.
And Utah falls to 5-6, 3-4 on the season. Question is, who's going to be our final opponent here? I don't know who's going to be our final. And Quincy Angier has set the national single-game rushing record. Holy hell. That kid is something special. I don't think that record will ever be broken. He set the Big 12 single-game rushing record. Holy crap. Quincy Angier has done something phenomenal here against Utah. As we head to week 14. Quincy Angier, or Angier, should be named an All-American here. 438 yards in a single game. And our final game here, I believe this is our final game. I think this is our final game, because here's how we began the season. We beat Iowa, who was ranked 8th at the time, 51-35 at Iowa. Oh no, sorry, at home. Then we beat Arkansas. We had a bye week. Then we went to Lane Stadium and crushed Virginia Tech 42-24, who is my team that I coached last season and won my first national championship on this game with was Virginia Tech. And then I left to go coach the 7-6 OSU Cowboys, and we're now 11-0. Then we beat Baylor. Then we beat Arizona State. Then we had a rough game against TCU. We beat Kansas, had a bye week, crushed the Oklahoma Sooners 42-14 in Norman, destroyed Notre Dame 31-10, and then having back-to-back games of 52 or more points to hang Kansas State their only one loss and knocking them potentially out of playoff contention. And now we take on the 2-9 Cincinnati Bearcats, the former team of Jason and Travis Kelce. So this should be a cakewalk, but let's see who's in the Heisman watch this week. And Quincy Angier shoots right up to the top of the Heisman Trophy ballot, as he should. I mean, the kid rushed for 438 yards in a single game. All right, I think I'm going to do this game, and then go to bed. As we're going to be traveling to Cincinnati. I could probably sim this game and probably win. But
Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati used to be a powerhouse,
of this college football season.
as it is raining here,
Ready to kick it away first.
and the Bearcats are going to have the ball first. I remember when Brian Kelly was the head coach of the Cincinnati Bearcats. And yes, Brian Kelly, who then coached Notre Dame and then coached LSU, and only made one appearance in the national title game where his Notre Dame team got absolutely blown out by Nick Saban's Alabama Crimson Tide. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. Oh, damn. I'm down 10-7.
They need to convert 3rd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. The Cowboys will try to pick it up on 4th down. Selling the fake. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll.
And so now here we go.
They keep the drive alive. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
And Quincy Anger, he's beat up.
Remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move, and he'll haul it.
And Anger going to get in here.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. 75 yards.
And so now here we go.
And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
And Anger dealing with a rib injury.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
And so we are down by 3 here in the second quarter.
Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot.
My dumbass assuming, oh, hey, we're just going to walk all over Cincinnati.
Great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David.
Any given team can win any given Sunday, and I should have remembered that. And so now here we go, 2nd and 10. Oop. And they're going to run it.
Driven back.
3rd and 12.
Sometimes you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy. The
Damn.
big fella right in the middle.
They make the stop of drops back on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
And so OSU, without Quincy really being able to, take the lead here.
If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to wheel his team here, trying to get his engine going here. He's been dealing with an injury.
They'll ride him again. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
I'm gonna go for it here.
They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Plowing ahead on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the
And Anger getting caught there.
Come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play action on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thornton. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And he does a really nice job.
And Anger is starting to get his motor running there. He's up to 26.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over.
And 3rd and 2.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30?
And Jabari Thornton.
The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Timeout called, Cincinnati using it 2nd. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. He'll be hauled down just inside.
And Thornton, not Thornton, Angier could not get the push that he needed.
And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And
oh, it's picked off.
Intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Look out.
It's going to be a safety.
He got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Trying to make one miss.
And so now here we go. Down by 1.
Really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And Angier just not showing that flash of speed.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd.
And I've never been in a toughest game as I am right now.
For what's left in this first half. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Off play action. Nice play to knock that one down.
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle.
And Cincinnati leaving it all out on the field here.
All of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle himself.
4th and inches.
Trust his fundamentals, because that's going to help his accuracy.
This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking for the marker.
And he got there.
He moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Sells the run, wants to pass. Looking for a big gain. Goes high to pull it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Feels like we were just kicking
No,
off
no,
the
no, no,
season,
no.
fellas, and yet here we are in week 14. We're running the gamut of emotions across the sport. We start with Colorado taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns.
It's now OSU.
And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the
Man, I am in the battle for my playoff hopes.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
And Quincy is trying to get his motor running here.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4.
Oh, and Quincy showing that flashes.
The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that one will give them the lead. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles.
And an interception here by Manu Sr.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and goal.
It is pouring here at Bearcat Stadium.
He'll be brought down at the
120 yards here.
On its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays?
And so OSU going to cling to a 18-10 lead here.
Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact.
As the rain is coming down here in Cincinnati.
Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down right at
I'm content just to run the ball here.
The offense is on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution too. Did a nice job.
Man, the
out in
Bearcats
field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a
losing
little bit
Meacham
more
here.
riskier.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
And now Brad Jewell,
Still running at the
that
35.
speedster.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want.
Trying to give Quincy a bit of a rest here.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The give to the lone running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. It's complete on the right side.
3rd and 2 now.
Right there, short gain on the grab. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10.
Man, you know who I wish was a coach? Gerald Green, the former cornerback for the Washington Redskins. Man was a legend.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The fake and wants to throw. Still looking to his right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He almost had the pick. And
Man, could not make it happen.
It'll be 3rd down.
It's nice when
Thornton just could not get out from that double coverage.
Take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding
Now
where he
Thornton
was
getting
going,
wide open
kind of
now.
mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Final game of the regular season, just waiting on.
And there you see the top 12.
Check out the top 12 scoreboard right now. All of these teams fighting for playoff spots, and this is what you want to do when you're in the.
And Tennessee, who has made the college football playoffs 4 years in a row.
It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football.
They made the national title game 3 years back-to-back, losing to Kansas State, UCLA, and my Virginia Tech Hokies.
The give. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And
Two
Cockrell
yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
in
Rise to the
for
back.
Quincy.
Maybe some room. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the pummeling has started. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front.
And so this game's all but over. I don't think Cincinnati's going to come back and beat me. I could be wrong, but
going up, and the stakes get higher along with it.
Oh, I
as the
got
squad
afraid there for a
remains
moment when I saw the
unbeaten
Bearcats
Stakes
coach
get higher, the pressure starts to
and
mount,
Quincy
those
Angier,
rivalry
player of the
games come up
game,
late in the
while
season a
rushing
lot of
while
times for
injured.
people. So this
142
team has
yards,
been
2
really
touchdowns
dominant
here
throughout
in
the
rainy
season.
Cincinnati.
Jesse,
We
they've got a
escape
little
with
bit
the
more to
win
go. Can't get too high just yet.
Yeah, so how much more
as we
do
move
they
to a
have
perfect
left in the
12 and
tank? We
0.
know this season.
And we get a bye week now. Damn. All right, there we go. We may be playing Colorado in the conference game, maybe. Nope, it's going to be Kansas. Oh, it's going to be a rematch. Son of a bitch. It's going to be a rematch between the one-loss Kansas State Wildcats and the Oklahoma State undefeated Cowboys in the Big 12 championship. I get a bye week for that. Oh, that's going to be great because that can... Oh, boy. And it seems like the Heisman Trophy candidates here, the Final Four, are all locked in. So, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back here. Same breakdown time, same breakdown place. Hope you guys have enjoyed the road to the national title.